Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Luscious Female Fan StevealiciousStech here, back with, listen, this is not a direct comparison between the Galaxy Z Fold 2 and the Galaxy Z Flip 3. Certainly not spec for spec or any of that. This is a year newer. This is a completely different ballgame. This is more talking about which of the form factors fits for you. So you could swap this out for the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and not have an issue. It's not a talk about direct comparison, spec for spec, camera for camera, all that stuff. It's more which device form factor is right for your specific use of a phone. Now, before we get to all that, thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Well up over 4,700 as of the taping of this video. If you're loving all the tech, both old, we had the BlackBerry stuff, we got the Unihertz Titan Pocket coming next week, got the shipment notification. That's pretty cool, and also the new tech as well. Go ahead and give that subscribe button a tussle. It certainly means a lot to me. So, I see a lot of stuff on Twitter and a lot of back and forth. People seem to think like, well, it's a decision. Well, do I get the Fold 3 or do I get the Fold 3? Well, yeah, it would be the Fold 3. Or you could get an older Fold 2. That's fine too. Or am I getting the Z Flip 3? And I sit back and I scratch my head because the only similarity that these two devices have is the fact that the glass folds. That's basically, to me, that's basically where it ends. And I've used this for a little over a year now, and I've used the Z Flip 3 for a little while so I can kind of get a sense of the flavor of what this device brings. When I was talking about the review, or like almost week review, when I was talking about the Z Flip 3, I was going over how it's kind of a disconnect device. And I mean that because you're not doing a whole heck of a lot. This is a lot better. It's HD. Well, it's HD. Okay. It's a nice display, HD. It's also in living color. But it's just something that you like looking at as opposed to the previous iterations of the Z Flip. But you're talking widgets, right? Okay. Nice little weather widget. They added a voice recorder widget. That's really cool. It's nice. I'm not complaining. They did a great job on it. It's a pleasure to use for the things that it can be used for. But you're not responding to text messages on there. You're not opening up WhatsApp on there. You're not scrolling Twitter on there, or you're using Instagram. You're not doing a whole host of things that you'd be able to do on a regular slab phone or on this, which we'll get to in a moment. So, it's a disconnect device in a way. In a way, it's an actual conscious effort to go ahead and flip this open and do whatever you want to do on the inner display. So it can be a device where you don't really have to scroll everything every 5 minutes. Now, if you're somebody who is constantly refreshing that Twitter feed, constantly has to respond to that WhatsApp meme, can't be disconnected for a moment's time, then the Z Fold series is going to be your winner because outer display, right? You're getting more battery as well. You're going to get 4.5 hours roughly on this, so that helps out because this one you're limited. Now you're talking about 3.5. Sometimes you can stretch it to 4. But if you're doing a whole host of stuff and you're constantly refreshing stuff and constantly updating stuff and you're doing all the rest of it, you're going to burn through this battery quickly. So if you're somebody who knows you just have to be connected, you have to be talking to your friends, you have to be scrolling that Facebook, seeing who's liking that post, then the Fold is going to be your device. And because you can get away with a scroll here, you can respond to messages here, you're not going to feel like you're lacking, even though it has that taller aspect ratio, but you're going to get plenty of enjoyment on the front screen. And then when you need stuff, you go ahead and open that inner screen and you can really enjoy your content, which gets me to point number 2. If you are somebody who's just always on Netflix, always watching movies, episodes of TV shows, if you're always big into YouTube on your phone, if you're watching that, if you're watching Twitch, if you're watching whatever it happens to be, you got a bunch of TikTok videos that you're watching, I think you're going to want to choose this. A couple different reasons. The battery life being number one. The other one being you're going to enjoy stuff so much more on this screen. And it's not just the fact that this screen is bigger. I think the aspect ratio and what you're going to see, there's a lot of different options. Personally, I watch my YouTube videos with like this, where I have the bar at the top and then comments and stuff at the bottom. You can flip it on its side, watch YouTube videos like that. Netflix, that's probably the way to do it, would have it on its side like that. Twitch the same way. But if you're somebody who's constantly consuming media like that, especially video media, the Fold form factor is for you, because this, not only is this just smaller in size, but it's a little taller in the aspect ratio. So you're getting, let's talk about, even this is an S10, right? This is an S10 Plus. I don't know if we could see that. But you're getting a little bit thinner. So it's not like you can turn it this way and enjoy your stuff in landscape and be watching videos all day. It's not going to be as nice of an experience as this. So really ask yourself, hey, am I somebody who's big on YouTube? Am I somebody who's constantly watching videos on my phone? And along with the battery life consideration, you have to think if you're going to be enjoying the multiple options here that you have for viewing content on the Fold 2 or 3 as opposed to your Z Flip 3. I've said it before in videos about the Fold series. I'll say it again. You're going to don't feel like you have to be scared picking up a Fold. They're a little bit more durable now. But not only that, don't even get it thinking you're going to multitask. Because I can tell you, on either device, you're really not going to multitask. I haven't. Some people do. That's fine. To me, it's not. Even it's still wonky having just basically this way or this way multitasking on the device. For me, it's everything that you do on a normal phone, on your S10, your S20, your S21, all the rest of it, but just more screen real estate. You're going to love it more. I've used this analogy before. They're all like cars, okay? This is the fancy little sports car. Right, it's designed to be sleek. It's designed to have a specific use. It's designed to get the job done, but at the same time have a little something to it, a little flavor to it. Whereas this is your SUV. Okay, everybody in, just pile everybody in. You got a bunch of space. They're both going to get you to the same place. It's just what you could do along the way that makes the giant difference with the Fold series of devices. I like them both. I like them both a lot. I've been carrying this for over a week now, and I've had this for a year. And it's not like they're not both excellent devices, but you really have to sit down and be honest with yourself about how you're going to be using your phone. Because I see a lot of times people are posting about how they get a Fold 2 or 3 and they're returning it after a week's time because they just weren't expecting how you'd have to use it. And it's a commitment to carry in your pocket. Don't discount that, okay? You put this in your pocket. This is 2 phones, and it's long, right? So it's thick and it's long. This is thick as well. But at the same time, this I haven't had a phone since the very early 2000s that could fit in a front shirt pocket. Saturday night we were doing something. I had this in my front shirt pocket, which was really cool. This, you're going to need one of those European carry-alls, right? You're going to need something to put this in. You're going to need dust off the fanny packs, all right next to your MC Hammer cassettes, because this is something that you're going to have to make considerations for when you carry it around. But if you could get around that, this is great. If you're a power user, this might be better for you. You're going to get more use out of it. You're going to be able to do more on it. You're going to enjoy your experience of doing things like Twitter, like TikTok, like YouTube more on it. But if you're somebody that doesn't need all that, so many people commented on the last video, gee, I like a phone that just be a phone. This is a phone that could just be a phone. You're not going to feel gypped. If you have to watch a YouTube video, it's not the end of the world. Let's make sure I have something that's non-copyrighted here. Let's pull up some StevealiciousTech, okay? Pull this up. Oh, we'll get the ads out of the way in a moment. Of course, we got to do ads right now. It's going to be a long one. All right, there you go. We'll use your Uber. I'll now get a Ford Mustang as well. Or Bronco. You're not getting gypped here, okay? It's got a little bit of the black bars going on, but for the most part, you're going to be able to watch stuff and feel okay. But it's nothing compared to this. So if you want a device that's just a phone that you can use for other things at certain times when you need it, like I said, when you need that 1080p video of your granddaughter's graduation or something like that from kindergarten, you can use this as opposed to a feature phone. So you get something like this. But at the same time, if you're somebody that's on there 24/7 watching everything under the sun, then the Fold series of devices might be the ones for you. Any comments on either form factor or questions, let me know in the comments section below. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Stevealicious day.